Hotep Nefer Kemet. Welcome in great peace to Egypt. I am Weser-AMOON, a vizier who served during the reigns of Queen Hatshepsut and King Thutmose III circa 1504 to 1450 BCE. I am responsible for the affairs of the capital Thebes and Upper Egypt, or the southern part of the country. There is another vizier responsible for the governmental affairs of Lower Egypt, or the north, and the delta. I held this prestigious position for 20 years, second only to the Pharaoh in power and responsibility. When my father, the Vizier-AMOON, found his health declining, he requested the king appoint an assistant. The king honored me in a grand ceremony, and after my father's passing, I became the royal vizier. Following my tenure, my nephew Rekhmire, considered the most famous vizier in ancient Egyptian history, succeeded me. Rekhmire recorded the procedure of the installation of the vizier and the duties of the vizier on the walls of his tomb. My tomb and a few others have similar texts, but unfortunately, they are not as complete as those in Rekhmire's tomb. As vizier, I was the primary administrative official of the kingdom, responsible for government administration, leading all government departments and employees, managing national resources, and serving as the eyes, ears, and will of the Pharaoh. I was the controller and administrator of daily governance, thus receiving daily reports from provincial governors, reviewing tax collections, monitoring crop quantities and treasury inputs, and supervising military garrisons and naval requirements. The daily routine of the vizier has to start by monitoring and reporting on the sealing and opening of strong rooms at precise times. He will then receive reports on Delta and North Fortress conditions, track all entries and exits from the king's house, oversee recording of all movements within the royal residence, receive daily reports from sheriffs, estate overseers, and other officials. I have to do these tasks daily and be ready to meet His Majesty. I will then proceed to greet the king daily after receiving reports on the two lands' affairs. I will enter the great house when the treasurer is at the northern flagstaff. Then I will move briskly through the great gate and exchange standardized status reports with the treasurer. I have to confirm all departments and strong rooms are in good order and authorize opening of all doors in the king's house. I have to ensure proper written documentation of all proceedings. Finally, I submit my report to the king and wait for his instructions. I am the linchpin in the judicial system. I held the title of Maat, or Priest of Maat, the goddess of justice, truth, and cosmic order, responsible for overseeing the 6 halls of justice, presiding over legal proceedings, ensuring fair and impartial judgments, and representing the principles of balance and harmony. I had to follow ethical guidelines. The Pharaoh's instructions to me were clear and profound. These are instructions, and you have to act accordingly. Do not make judgment improperly. God hates biased behavior. See equally the man you know and the man you do not know. Do not dismiss a petitioner before hearing his words. Let the petitioner know the reason of his dismissal. Do not judge as you wish in matters about which the law is known. Remember, water and wind proclaim on everything you do. In the court, specific protocols were observed. I would wear the symbol of Ma'at around my neck, sit on a special chair with a back, be surrounded by advisors and scribes, have written laws and records before me, issue judgments within 3 days if near the capital, or within 2 months if distant. On both sides of the court, the 10 leaders of the South, scribes and functionaries, will stand surrounding me in parallel rows. The petitioners will be received by functionaries to receive their lawsuits or petitions in writing. The criminals are brought to the court and controlled by guards. I was also entitled with other tasks and assignments such as receiving tributes from different lands, resolving land disputes, supervising mining and quarrying expeditions, managing the properties of the god Amun, preparing military reports, and monitoring Nile water levels for tax assessments. My nephew Rekhmire, who succeeded me, was particularly skilled in understanding various crafts and industries. His tomb became a remarkable record of the era's activities, crafts, agriculture, and societal life. Unfortunately, political intrigue led to the defacement of his tomb after King Amenhotep II's ascension, likely due to malicious accusations by his detractors. The role of the vizier was not merely administrative but a sacred trust, embodying justice, maintaining order, and serving both the pharaoh and the people of Egypt. It is important to remember that the social class of the high officials, provincial governors, and the hierarchy of scribes were all under my authority. They represent the highest class in the social pyramid of ancient Egypt. May peace be with you.
Make sure to tune into my next videos. If you have any thoughts or questions, add them to your comments. Kindly press the like, share, and subscribe buttons. I'm Farag al-Sharabasi. See you in the next episodes. Thank you.